What's going on? Happy Monday. So I'm actually doing a video a little early this week, or recording it early at least, just because of the banking collapse that happened last week. And I thought, hey, this is gonna be a great video, because I'm getting a lot of people asking, saying, hey, what is gonna happen with the real estate market with this bank collapsing? I mean, I think I read the article right. He said it's like the second biggest bank collapsing in history. And the reason why was, I guess there were some people inside the banks or some internal, chit chat saying, hey, you need to pull out, all these investors, or you need to pull out. And the bank collapsed, which is not great, right? I mean, the stock went down from $326 a share, I think it was, to like in the hundreds, which is atrocious. But the stock market's super volatile. I mean, Elon Musk sneezes and Tesla shares go down 6%, whatever, just something random. But it brings a lot of concern to people, like, hey, honestly, what is going to happen with the real estate market? What are the ripple effects? What's going to go on, right? And I was talking it over with some of my mentors and some advisors around the area, clients, things like that, just kind of getting their ideas. And one of my clients said, hey, I went to the bank and said, hey, I want X amount in cash. Like, I want to take this much out of the bank. And the bank said, well, we don't have your money, sir. He's like, what do you mean? I have X amount and I want this much amount out of there. And they're like, well, we don't have that money for you. So he's like, how do you not have my money? I bank with you. I put my money and you don't have my money, you're saying? So typically, right, with all the money or the figures, the numbers that are in banks from all around the world, or with everyone in the United States, right, there's not enough money printed. It's just figures, numbers that the banks hold. I mean, if we had that much money in circulation, I couldn't even imagine what the economy would look like. But what I'm trying to say, right, is there's not that much cash out circulating as there is in banks. So, for example, if your bank were to collapse, say a major bank like TD or American or something like that were to collapse, where would your money go? You'd lose it, right? And if you can't take your money out, the banks don't have your money and you can't get it out, you can't put the cash in your mattress or in your freezer or whatever, what do? You buy assets. Don't buy cars and stuff like that, because I mean it's a depreciating asset. I would say, and talking to all my advisors and mentors and clients, I'm saying, hey, and what they're saying is buy more real estate, because real estate holds its value, it appreciates, and it's an asset now, right? It's an appreciating asset typically, versus like a car, plane, or boat that depreciates most likely, unless it's a collector's item. But anyways, I'm starting to go left or away from the conversation. But anyways, what I'm saying is, if you are very worried about the banks, I mean, where things are headed now, based on this bank collapsing, can more collapse? Yes. Are they going to have ripple effects? Probably, but who knows? But buy assets, buy more assets, keep less cash in the bank, because you're probably only, at least with my bank, I barely get any return, like interest, versus say like a stock account or, whatever my financial advisors put in for me. But typically I get like 4 to 6% back, but with banks, I get nothing back. So you invest in real estate. It's not as volatile as the stock market. Long term, you have more or less risks, especially, looking at the COVID market, right? Appreciation was 38% year over year for 2020, 2021, and a little bit of 2022 for Jupiter. So anyways, to sum it up, the banks don't have the cash, right? If you say, hey, I want all my money out of this bank, give it to me in cash, typically they don't have it, depending on how much you have in there, right? So, or they don't have it right then and there. You have to order it, whatever. But if you're worried about the banks, where this is headed, things like that, buy more assets. I think always buy more assets, appreciate assets, obviously. So, you know, from a real estate guy, I always say buy real estate, but you do what you want. But anyways, so that's just a little update about what's going on. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your guys' kind of thoughts on this, and what you think of these videos, because I don't know, I like doing them. They're fun. But I just want to see what you guys think. So comment down below, you know, call me if you want to buy or sell a house, and subscribe. All right, later.